emotional consent, how to avoid dumping on other people and stop them dumping on you. And I'm sure at least one or two of the ideas in this video I got from Francis Bryars, so I will put a link to his YouTube channel in the notes. So we've got quite aware and quite good about asking for consent around touch, for example, and even if we're in a cafe, when we go to sit at someone's table, we'll ask, right, is it okay if I sit here? It's like a normal thing to do. But where we're often quite lax and unthoughtful is around emotions. So it's quite normal for some people to just walk up to you and start dumping all their negative feelings and thoughts and stories on you, what they're annoyed about, what they're sad about, all the things they think are wrong with the world. And then after a while they might feel better, but you sort of feel like you've now caught all their difficult feelings and emotions that you didn't necessarily sign up for. So these are some ways to untangle that and get around it. Because it's perfectly okay to want to share difficult feelings. That can be a really healthy healing process. But we want to make sure that we've got consent and permission to do that in the first place. So if it's you, then the easy way to do that is to ask. So if it's your friend or your partner, you've got something on your mind, you can say in advance and say, hey, you know what, would you be okay to listen to a 3-minute moan about something really annoying that happened at work today? And they can say yes or no. But you've achieved a few things there. You've put a time limit on it for them. You've given them a clear role, like you've been clear that you're not asking them to do anything, you're just asking them to listen. And the third thing that you've done is that you've by asking for permission, you now know that you have that permission, so everybody's clear about what's going on. You're not in that muddy kind of area where you're not sure if you can talk about this. They're trying to pay attention, but they're actually doing something else or worried about something else, and they don't know if they're asking for advice, you're asking for advice or not. It all gets muddy. You've cleared all that up in one go, simply by asking from the outset, hey, would you be okay to listen to a 3-minute complaint about something that's got my goat today? Now if it's other people, you can flip it around and help them do the same process. So suppose they come in and they start telling you about something they're really angry about and or they're really frustrated with. You can interrupt them and say, hey, I'm sorry you're feeling bad. Can I ask you, what are you hoping to get from this conversation? And you can wait for the reply. So maybe they want you to do something, in which case they can tell you what it is they want you to do, and you can decide what your response is. They might say that they want your advice, in which case you know, okay, you have permission to give them your advice and your good ideas if you have any. Or they might quite often say, I just want you to listen. And if they do that, then first of all you've cleared up, you know what your role is, and also you have an opportunity to negotiate about whether now's a good time for you or not. If it is, you can say, okay, fine, I'm up for a 3-minute rant. I'll listen to you while you work it through. So you can give them permission, or if you're too busy or whatever, you can negotiate and say, you know what, actually I'm just trying to concentrate on something right now. Can I finish this and then come and find you in 20 minutes? And you can tell me then. And so what you're doing is you're creating the proper space for someone to work through difficult feelings, so it's contained and everybody knows what their roles are, so it can make it a much cleaner, healthier experience for everybody. 90% of the time, those two approaches are going to work great. If they don't, of course, you still have more stronger options, like can we talk about this later, or I'm finding this quite difficult, I don't want to talk about this right now, or I'm too busy to listen to this right now, I'll need to contact you later to find a time when we can talk about it, or whatever. You can leave the room. you can say, I'm going to put down the phone now. You have these more severe options, but those first ones of checking for consent and what's going on, I will cover most cases. So would you be okay to listen to a 3-minute complaint about something that's annoying me, if you're asking, or if it's someone else, hey, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, can I ask you, what are you hoping to get from this conversation? So there you go. There's 2 ways to avoid dumping on other people and avoid them dumping on you by getting emotional consent. If you found that helpful, you can subscribe to my channel here to get more advice and help around communication issues and skills. If you'd like me to work with your team, then drop me a line at hello@brightideastraining.co.uk, or if you'd like help personally around self-esteem and assertiveness skills, then you might like to check out my separate website for that, which is yourownbestfriend.co.uk. In the meantime, be well.